Hey folks, it's the Blind Guy here, coming back at you with another movie review, and on this episode we are doing another Should You Watch, and this is Should You Watch, She's Out of My League. That came out in 2010, starring Jay Baruchel, TJ Miller, and Alice Eve, and for some reason I always want to call this movie She's Out of Your League. I don't know why, maybe that's some subconscious thing going on there, I don't know, but it's actually called She's Out of My League. And the premise of the movie is Alice Eve is an event planner slash someone with a law degree who runs into Jay Baruchel's character at the airport because he works for TSA. And he's somebody who doesn't have a lot of direction in his life, but he's a very likable and nice guy. And that's what she likes about him. She's tired of dating unlikable, not nice guys. And so she starts dating him. And the world and universe seems to go out of whack because of this. His friends cannot believe it. His family cannot believe it. Everybody's telling them that it will never work out because they are, obviously, she's out of his league. And so that's the premise of the movie. It is well executed. And to be honest, this is a very solid movie. Well, the one thing that bothers me about this movie is it seems like it cannot decide whether it wants to be a raunchier comedy like the Forgetting Sarah Marshall's Knocked Up type movies, or more of a romantic comedy like You've Got Mail or Sleepless in Seattle for the older ones while you were sleeping. It seems like it can't quite decide which side it wants to be on, so it teeters between the two quite a bit during the movie, which is fine as long as you realize that's coming. But if you go into this expecting a romantic comedy, you will be appalled at times. And if you go into it expecting one of the other kinds of comedies, it might let you down because it does have, I believe at its core, a very charming and cute little heart to it. It is actually, I think it probably teeters more on that side of the spectrum. And so that's the one thing that kind of bothers me about the movie, but I don't think it actually takes too much away from it. It is a solid, cute little movie. It's enjoyable. It's got a lot of quotable lines in it. Like I said, TJ Miller is awesome in this movie. He's one of the friends. And he's just blown away that this is happening and cannot believe that somebody is dating his friend. Somebody who looks like Alice Eve is dating his friend. Interesting little side note, Alice Eve is British, but she plays an American in this movie. And once you know that, you start realizing that she does say quite a few words in an interesting way. But it's almost kind of fun to keep that in your mind. It's not like with Rosamund Pike in Fracture where Rosamund Pike is also British, but you probably wouldn't be able to ever guess, where Alice Eve doesn't pull off quite as solid of an American accent, but it's kind of fun. Another trivia aspect is that Alice Eve's parents actually play her parents in the movie, and so I assume they are also British, and they are doing American accents as well. I thought that was pretty cool. So those are my thoughts on the movie. So I think it is definitely worth checking out, especially if you like these kinds of comedies. Probably not something you want to watch with your parents, just a little warning there, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I would not say it's like Knocked Up or The 40-Year-Old Virgin or Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Those movies are a little rougher than this one, but it does have a very charming side to it, and there's a montage in it that's done extremely well. I think it's very cool. Let me know in the comments if you noticed that. And if you want to watch it and support the channel, you can rent it using the link in the description below. Also, if you just want to support the channel, you can get to Amazon using that link and buy anything you want. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help support the channel. If you'd like to sponsor an upcoming video, you can contact me using the email address in the description, and we'll set something up. It's not expensive, but it does give me some direction and a little bit of support along the way. We do have a sponsored video coming up, a card game review, and that's going to be our first one, so I'm very excited about that. And I just thank you guys so much for all your support, the subscriptions, the comments, the likes. They do help the channel out, and I do this for fun, but like I say, it's way more fun when people are actually watching your videos. So that's what I've got for 2010's She's Out of My League. Check it out if you want to watch an enjoyable movie that maybe got a little bit overlooked. I think it's a bit underrated. So that's what I've got on this episode. I'll see you on the next episode of A Blind Guy's View. Laters on the Menjay.
Laters on the Menjay.